What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Preach the Civilian. And yo, don't hit a guy with glasses. Welcome to another episode of Favorite Hip Hop Cities. Today we're gonna do something different. We're gonna focus on not just one city, we're gonna focus on a whole state, California. We're gonna start off with NWA. NWA. N words with attitude. Y'all know what the N word means? Stop playing. N words with attitude. You had Dr. Dre, Easy E, MC Ren, DJ Yella, Extended Family, the DOC. Yeah, they was you know the albums Straight Outta Compton, 100 Miles and Running, and N Words for Life. 100 Miles and Running was a single off of N Words for Life. Appetite for Destruction was off of N Words for Life. That was after Dre left, but um off of Straight Outta Compton, you had Dope Man. You had what's the joint? You know, Forget the Police. You had that joint. You had a bunch of other joints. Yeah, you had a bunch of other joints off that joint. Straight Outta Compton, and then you had N Words for Life, Appetite for Destruction, and you had 100 Miles and Running. So that was NWA. Then we got Above the Law. We got my man. We got my man Hutch. We got my man 87. We got my other homeboy. I can't remember all of Above the Law's names, so forgive me. You know what I'm saying? Above the Law, their biggest song, Black Superman. They was also off of Ruthless Records, which is Easy E's label. Yup. So we got Above the Law. Then we got JJ Fad out of the West Coast, out of California. Specifically, these are LA groups right now that I'm giving y'all. Then we got going from LA also. People don't realize this, but Def Jeff is from LA. Tone Loc is actually from LA. Young MC is actually from LA. Of course, Ice-T, the legendary. How could I forget Ice-T? 6 in the Morning. Y'all already know that's a classic on the West and the East. It's all over hip hop. That's an absolute classic. 6 in the Morning. And we can't forget Colors from Ice-T as well. We got Ice-T, then we got King T. King T is the foundation for the Alcoholics, the Liquid Crew, and Exhibit, the Barbershop, the Farah Heru, which is an extension all the way out to Strong Arm Steady. You got Mitchy Slick, you got Quan Dawn, and you got Feel the Agony. You know what I'm saying? That's Strong Arm Steady. When you get a chance, holla at that Arm and Hammer mixtape. And we also can't forget Dilated Peoples. Y'all forgive me if I'm all over the place with the West Coast. Like I said, all this stuff is off the top of my head. I don't have no prompter in front of me. I don't have no list in front of me. I don't write nothing down. So That's why you getting the pauses and the stutter steps and all that, because I'm off the head with this joint. You heard? So you got the Liquid Crew, you got King T, Exhibit, the Alcoholics. The extension would be Strong Arm Steady, Mitchy Slick, Feel the Agony, and my man Quan Dawn. Shout out to Quan Dawn one time. I see you in Black Lightning, man. Holla at me. Let me see who else on the West Coast. We got Hieroglyphics, a combination of Souls of Mischief and the Pros, and Dell, the Funky Homo Sapien, who is Ice Cube's cousin, by the way. We got them. Check out their album Third Eye when you can, and always the classic 93 Till Infinity, the album and the song, absolute classics. Shout out to the Hieroglyphics, shout out to the Pros, shout out to Souls of Mischief. You already know. Okay, then we're gonna check out the whole state today, man. We going over to the Bay. Of course, we gotta start with Too Short. We gotta start with Freaky Tales. We gotta go The Ghetto. We gotta go what's that joint? You got the joint 10. You got the joint the single Blow Your Whistle with Little John. You got the Dangerous Crew. You got Ant Banks. You got that whole Dangerous Crew. I can't remember who else was in the Dangerous Crew, so forgive me. Shout out Ant Banks. And I had the Ant Banks album sitting on something fat, by the way. I had it, so holla at me. Yeah, man. Let me see the West Coast. The West Coast. We over in the Bay right now. We can't forget E40. E40 had In a Major Way, Hall of Game, countless other, Charlie Hustle, and we can't forget the Click. We can't forget D Shot, Be Legit, Sugar T, and E40. That's the whole Click. Slurricane, man. Slurricane was the single. And he had a joint with Pac and Spice One, I think, called Dusted and Disgusted. Is on the B side to the single of Sprinkle Me, which was my favorite joint and one of his biggest hits. If you want to hear some of the GAME, say 40 player partner, won't you sprinkle me? Yeah, me. E40, man. E40, Sprinkle Me, man. That was the joint. All right. Then we going all the way over to, let's say, it's San Francisco. San Francisco, I believe. Rapping Forte, I'll Be Around, The Players Club. Shout out to Rapping Forte. One love to Rapping Forte. And going back over to Oakland with the Loonies, I Got 5 on it, and the I Got 5 on it remix. We going back over to back over to Oakland again. Spice One, The Trigger Got No Heart, off his album and off of the Menace to Society soundtrack. The Trigger Got No Heart. Spice One. Yeah, man. Spice One. Classic dude. Let me see. This is all off the top of the head, man. So if you're getting the stumbles and the fumbles, that's why. Because this is all off the top of the head. I'm remembering from my teenage days to my, and sometimes to my childhood. So y'all gotta forgive me for the stumbles. Let me see who else. West Coast. Let me see. J.O. Felony. Shout out to J.O. Felony. The Locust on his own. Jesse James. And I could give it to you, but what you gonna do with it? Featuring Method Man and DMX. And and yeah, he was one of the West Coast artists signed to Def Jam, and the other one we gonna get into right now, Warren G, who is Dr. Dre's half brother. He had his biggest hit, the biggest hit we all know and love him for, is Regulators, the album and the single, because he had a song called This DJ. He had Regulators. He had a joint called I Want It All. I Want It All is a whole nother album, but he had a single with Snoop and Exhibit that's banging. Go check that out when you get a chance. The West Coast is so thick, man. I'm not gonna be able to get to everybody, but Warren G, the Twins got the sound that go around and round. The Twins, man. The Twins are actually Warren G's group. Shout out to the Five Footers. They were actually Warren G's group at the time. So yeah, shout out to them. I can't forget also the first lady of the West Coast on the solo tip, Yo Yo. You can't play with my yo yo. And she had a joint with Ice Cube a while later called Bonnie and Clyde thing. Got me a down girl on my team. Yeah, the Bonnie and Clyde theme. You already know. Yeah. Shout out to Yo Yo one time. You know what I mean? Can't forget the Mad Circle, Dub C, the whole Mad Circle. Rest in peace to Coolio, Fantastic Voyage, Gangsta's Paradise. Check out those albums. Check out everything Coolio. Rest in peace, Coolio. We love you, bro. Let me see. Dub C. Check out everything Dub C. He's a legend. He's a West Coast legend. Dub C in the Mad Circle. Or if you really want to go back to Low Profile. You know what I mean? And rest in peace to DJ Crazy Tunes. Yeah, man. The West Coast is heavy, man. I might have to do a part 2 on the West Coast. Yeah, so that's my West Side video for the day. 4 fingers up and 2 twisted in the middle. Holla at me. West Coast. You know what it is. Hey, yo, shout out to DJ Head, too. What's up, boy? Peace.